Alright, let's dive into the world's most spine-tingling travel destinations, the top 5 countries that tourists fear the most. Some places are known for their beauty, others for their mysteries, but these? They have reputations that send shivers down travelers' spines. Think you're brave enough? Let's go. Coming in at number 5, Venezuela. This country has jaw-dropping scenery, think Angel Falls and the Andes Mountains. But lately, tourists have been scared off by stories of crime and political unrest. Travelers worry about robberies, kidnappings, and hyperinflation turning a simple vacation into a survival game. Still, adventure seekers can't resist the allure. Number 4 is South Africa. With its epic safaris, world-class wine, and Table Mountain, you'd think it's a dream destination. But many tourists pause before booking a flight thanks to headlines about violent crime and carjackings. The truth? Most travelers have a blast, but the fear is real, and those stories stick in people's minds. At number 3, we have North Korea. Now this one is legendary. It's not just about unfamiliar customs, it's about the hair-raising idea of accidentally breaking a rule and ending up in deep, deep trouble. Guided tours are the only way in, and you're watched every step of the way. For some, the risk is part of the thrill. For others, it's a hard pass. Number 2, Somalia. Most travelers wouldn't dream of visiting, and here's why: piracy, kidnappings, and armed conflict have haunted this region for years. The beaches are stunning and the culture is fascinating, but the news stories are enough to keep cautious tourists wide awake at night. And finally, the most feared destination, Afghanistan. The country has ancient wonders and dramatic landscapes, but ongoing conflict and instability make it one of the world's riskiest travel spots. Even seasoned adventurers hesitate here, knowing that danger can appear out of nowhere. So why do these places make headlines? Sometimes it's the real risks, and sometimes it's the stories we tell each other, stories that grow bigger and scarier over time. But here's the kicker. Every country has its safe spots, and even the safest places have their challenges. If you're a cautious traveler, just remember, do your homework, respect local customs, and trust your gut. Adventure is out there. Just make sure you're ready for it. Thanks for joining me on this whirlwind tour of the world's most feared destinations. Hit that like button if you learned something new, and let me know in the comments which country gives you the chills. Stay safe out there. Alright, let's dive into 5 jaw-dropping inventions that are set to change the world by 2030. Trust me, you'll want to say you heard about these first. First up, artificial intelligence is about to get even smarter. I'm not just talking about chatbots or movie recommendations. I mean AI that can diagnose diseases faster than doctors, predict natural disasters, and even help design new medicines. Imagine a world where AI acts as your personal assistant, coach, and doctor, all in your pocket. Highlight that, your own AI doctor. Second, biotech breakthroughs are rewriting the rules of health. We're looking at gene editing tools like CRISPR that could cure hereditary diseases before babies are even born. Picture this, a future where conditions like sickle cell anemia, cystic fibrosis, or even some cancers are just gone. No more family history holding you back. Number 3, green energy is going next level. Think solar panels that are ultra-thin, flexible, and can be printed right onto your roof. Or batteries that charge in minutes and last for days. And get this, new wind turbines that look nothing like the ones you've seen. Quiet, bird-friendly, and perfect for cities. The clean energy revolution is finally catching up to our dreams. Invention number 4, food from thin air, no joke. Scientists are developing ways to grow protein using just electricity, CO2, and water. Soon we could have burgers and sushi that never touched an animal or a farm. This could solve world hunger and save the planet at the same time. Imagine eating your favorite foods without worrying about the environment. Last but not least, smart everything. By 2030, expect cities that almost run themselves. I'm talking about roads that charge your car as you drive, trash cans that order pickups, and streetlights that adapt to your movements. Your home, your car, even your shoes, everything gets an upgrade. Highlight this, the world totally connected. So, which invention blew your mind the most? Drop your pick in the comments, and if you want more future breakthroughs, hit that subscribe button. The future is coming faster than you think, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Alright, let's dive right in. The world's most powerful mafia families may sound like something out of a movie, but trust me, they're very real, and some are still calling the shots today. First up, Italy's infamous Cosa Nostra. Born in Sicily, this organization's got a legacy stretching back centuries. They built their empire on protection rackets, drug trafficking, and political corruption. Even today, the Cosa Nostra's grip on parts of Italy is so tight, locals often say the mafia is the state. Next, I'm heading to Japan, where the Yakuza rules the shadows. Picture tattooed gangsters, strict codes of honor, and a business empire that rakes in billions. The Yakuza are so ingrained in society that, for a while, they even had their own headquarters with signs out front. No need to hide. These days, the police are cracking down, but don't be fooled, they're still a powerful force, both feared and, weirdly, sometimes respected. Let's talk Russia. The Russian mafia, or Bratva, isn't just one group, but a tangled web of criminal clans. These guys exploded in power after the Soviet Union collapsed, branching out into everything from cybercrime to arms dealing. Their reach, global, their reputation, ruthless. Jumping back to Italy, I can't skip the 'Ndrangheta. You may not have heard their name, but they're actually richer and more powerful than the Cosa Nostra these days. Based in Calabria, these folks keep it tight. Most members are literally family. Their specialty? Controlling the European cocaine trade. Last but not least, the American Mafia, or La Cosa Nostra. Think The Godfather, but real. At their peak, they ran New York, Chicago, and more, infiltrating unions, gambling, and even Hollywood. Law enforcement cracked down hard in the 80s and 90s, but the American Mafia isn't gone. They're just quieter and more careful. So, from the back alleys of Sicily to the neon streets of Tokyo, these mafia families aren't just legends. They're still out there, evolving, adapting, and yes, surviving. If you're fascinated by true crime and the secret empires shaping our world from the shadows, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. Some mysteries never let go. Today, I'm taking you through 5 of the most chilling disappearances the world still can't explain. First up, Amelia Earhart. In 1937, she was the most famous aviator on Earth, attempting a record-breaking flight around the globe. But somewhere over the Pacific, she vanished without a trace. Theories swirl, crashed at sea, captured, maybe even survived on a deserted island. But to this day, no wreckage, no answers. The world's greatest flyer just gone. Next, D.B. Cooper. 1971, a man boards a plane in Oregon, calmly hijacks it, demands $200,000 and parachutes into the night. Despite the biggest manhunt in FBI history, Cooper was never found. Some say he died in the jump, others believe he got away and vanished into legend. The case remains open, his true identity still a mystery. Number 3, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. March 2014. A routine flight from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing disappears from radar. 239 people aboard. Theories range from mechanical failure to foul play, but after years of searching, only a few scraps of wreckage have ever washed ashore. The fate of MH370 is still one of aviation's greatest unsolved tragedies. Now, the Sauter children. Christmas Eve, 1945, West Virginia. A fire destroys the Sauter family home. 5 children are never seen again. The strange part, no remains were ever found in the ashes. Decades of tips and alleged sightings followed. Did they perish in the fire or were they taken? The family never stopped searching for answers. Finally, Brandon Swanson. 2008 Minnesota. After his car slips into a ditch, Brandon calls his parents for help. He sounds calm, walking along a rural road. Suddenly on the phone he says, "*T, and the line goes dead. Despite exhaustive searches, no sign of Brandon has ever been found. Just his voice echoing in the night. 5 unsolved stories, each a haunting reminder that sometimes the world keeps its secrets. Which one chills you the most? Have you ever wondered which animal, pound for pound, is the deadliest on Earth? Today, I'm counting down the top 5 most venomous creatures on the planet, and trust me, these aren't your average backyard critters. Get ready for some serious shock and awe. At number 5, we've got the poison dart frog. Despite being only about the size of a paperclip, this tiny frog packs enough venom to take out 10 grown men. Indigenous people once used their toxin to tip blow darts for hunting, hence the name. Just a single touch can mean game over. Beautiful, but absolutely lethal. Coming in at number 4, the cone snail. Don't let its pretty shell fool you. This slow-moving marine snail has a harpoon-like tooth loaded with a cocktail of venom, and get this, there's no anti-venom. One sting can paralyze you in minutes, turning a relaxing beach day into a race against time. Next time you see a cool-looking shell in the ocean, maybe just admire from afar. Number 3 is the infamous blue-ringed octopus. It looks like a living jewel flashing neon blue rings when threatened. But that's your warning sign because its venom can kill 26 adults within minutes. There's no antidote and the bite is so small you might not even feel it until it's too late. Small, sneaky, and absolutely deadly. Taking the number 2 spot is the box jellyfish. Floating almost invisibly in the waters of the Indo-Pacific, its tentacles are lined with thousands of microscopic harpoons that inject an insanely potent toxin. This venom attacks the heart, nervous system, and skin cells all at once. Some victims have gone into cardiac arrest before even reaching the shore. It's the stuff of nightmares, and I'm never looking at jellyfish the same way again. And finally at number 1, the inland taipan, also known as the fierce snake. One bite contains enough venom to kill over 100 people. It's the most venomous snake on the planet, and thankfully, it's super shy and rarely seen in the wild. If you ever spot one, consider yourself lucky, and start backing away slowly. So what's the takeaway? Nature is beautiful, but sometimes it's better to keep your distance. These animals aren't out to get us, but they do remind us who's really in charge. Stay curious, stay safe, and maybe leave the world's deadliest creatures to the experts. Ever wondered what it takes to pull off a bank heist that leaves the world speechless? Today I'm diving into the top 5 smartest bank robberies in history. Buckle up, because these stories sound like they're straight out of a Hollywood script. Let's kick things off at number 5. We start our countdown with the Banco Central burglary in Fortaleza, Brazil. In 2005, a group of robbers spent 3 months digging a tunnel over 250 feet long, straight into the bank vault. Disguised as landscapers, they hauled out 5 truckloads of dirt. One weekend, they broke through the vault and made off with $70 million. The crazy part? The alarm never even went off. Number 4. The Hatton Garden heist in London, 2015. A crew of elderly men, yeah, I said elderly, spent the Easter weekend breaking into a vault in the city's diamond district. They disabled the lift, drilled through 2 feet of concrete, and looted safety deposit boxes worth nearly £20 million. The British press called them the bad grandpas, and honestly, I can see why. Coming in at number 3, the Great Canadian Maple Syrup Heist. Okay, not a bank, but hear me out. In 2011, thieves stole 3,000 tons of maple syrup, worth $18 million from a storage facility in Quebec. They siphoned the syrup into trucks and replaced it with water. It took nearly a year for anyone to notice. Sweetest crime ever? Maybe. Smartest? Absolutely. Number 2, the Dar es Salaam bank heist in Baghdad, 2007. This one's wild. The robbers weren't outsiders. They were literally the bank's own security guards. One morning they just walked out with $282 million in cash, and to this day, most of the money is still missing. That's the definition of an inside job. And finally at number 1, the Antwerp diamond heist, Belgium, 2003. A crew of Italian thieves spent years planning this. They rented office space, watched the vault, and copied keys and alarm codes. On Valentine's weekend, they bypassed every security system and took off with diamonds, gold, and jewelry worth over $100 million. The mastermind? He left a half-eaten sandwich at the scene. That sandwich cracked the whole case. So, what do all these heists have in common? Planning, patience, and a little bit of luck. But remember, crime never pays. These stories are wild to hear about, but behind every heist there's a trail of consequences. Which robbery blew your mind the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you love crazy true stories, make sure to hit subscribe. Stay curious.